It's been a great summer to get out and hit the theaters, and August is no exception, with 10 big releases across a variety of genres. Welcome back, everyone. Matthew here with CineGold, and today we're going to take a look at the top new movies hitting theaters in August 2024. Let's jump to the first big release of the month on August 2nd.
This whole concert, it's a trap. They're watching all the exits, they're checking everyone that leaves. There's no way to get out of here.
The first big movie of the month is the psychological thriller Trap. It follows a father and a teen daughter who attend a pop concert where they suddenly realize they're at the center of a dark and sinister event. Trap is directed by M. Night Shyamalan, whose name is synonymous with thrillers, having directed movies such as The Sixth Sense, Knock at the Cabin, Glass, and Signs, among others. This is his 16th movie and will star Josh Hartnett and Allison Pill. It hits theaters on the 2nd. And if that doesn't suit your fancy, there's another film on the 2nd called Harold and the Purple Crayon. It's about a boy who can make anything come to life simply by drawing it. Harold and the Purple Crayon is based on the classic children's book of the same name and stars Zachary Levi as the grown-up Harold. It looks like a good film for the whole family to see. The next big release of the month is Borderlands.
What is that smell?
Piss wash color.
Roll the window up!
It's Pete. It's Pete. Why do you think it's called piss wash? How did I get the name?
This post-apocalyptic sci-fi comedy is about a ragtag team of misfit heroes who must battle an alien species and dangerous bandits to uncover one of the planet's most explosive secrets. Borderlands is an adaptation of the hit video game franchise and is directed by Eli Roth, which is interesting because he's mostly known for his violent horror movies like Hostel and Thanksgiving. It stars an ensemble cast including Cate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Jamie Lee Curtis. It's giving me big-time Guardians of the Galaxy vibes, but we'll see if it can live up to the Borderlands series name. You can check it out on the 9th, and releasing on the same day is Cuckoo. Cuckoo is about a teen who moves to the German Alps with her family, where something seems very off in this tranquil vacation paradise. This is a horror thriller from director Tillman Singer, and the trailer for this movie looks really interesting. If you're in the mood for something scary with a mysterious look to it, you can check it out on the 9th. And one last movie releasing on the 9th is It Ends With Us. This is a romance film that's about a woman who overcomes a traumatic childhood to embark on a new life, but when a chance meeting with a neurosurgeon sparks a connection, she begins to see sides of him that remind her of her parents' relationship. It Ends With Us is based on the 2016 Colleen Hoover novel of the same name and stars Blake Lively. Next up, one of the movies I'm looking forward to the most, Alien Romulus.
What do you mean there's something in the water?
There's just something in the fucking water.
The Alien franchise is back with its 7th installment, Romulus. It's set between the original Alien movie and its sequel, Aliens, and follows a group of space colonists scavenging an old ship where they come face to face with the most terrifying life form in space. Watching the trailer, Romulus reminds me a lot of the first film with its stronger horror vibe, and it's being directed by horror director Fede Alvarez, who's known for the most recent Evil Dead movie and Don't Breathe. We'll see if Romulus can live up to the Alien franchise name. It comes out on the 16th. Then a week later is Blink Twice.
We're going to my island for a few days. Do you guys want to come?
Did we just jet off to a billionaire's island with a bunch of strangers? No, he's not a stranger. He's Slater King.
Blink Twice is a thriller movie about a cocktail waitress who becomes infatuated with a billionaire tech mogul and travels with him to his private island for a luxurious party where things begin to go wrong after her friend vanishes. It's being directed by Zoe Kravitz in her directorial debut and stars Channing Tatum. It looks pretty weird and mysterious. Blink Twice releases on the 23rd. Also on the 23rd is The Crow.
Julie! Julie! Please don't do this!
This is a reboot of the Crow film franchise that adapts the 1989 comic book series of the same name. It's about a couple who are murdered, but the man is given a chance to save his love by sacrificing himself and seeking merciless revenge on their killers. It will star Bill Skarsgård as the Crow and is directed by Rupert Sanders, who directed the live-action version of Ghost in the Shell. Then next up is Reagan. This is a biographical film about the 40th president of the United States. It will cover his whole life from childhood to his time in the Oval Office. Reagan will be played by Dennis Quaid. You can check it out on the 30th. And another film on the 30th is Afraid.
I know what you like. I know what you do when you think you're alone.
Afraid is a sci-fi horror film about a family that are selected to test a digital assistant called AIA. But once the unit is installed, it seems able to do it all, including make sure no one gets in her family's way. This movie reminds me a lot of the recent sci-fi horror movie Megan, but instead of a robot, it's basically about a psycho Alexa. It stars John Cho and is directed by Chris Weitz. And real quick, here's 4 more smaller releases that you may or may not find in your local theater. The first is Kneecap, which is an Irish comedy starring Michael Fassbender that comes out on the 2nd. Ryan's World, the movie Titan Universe Adventure, which is a movie starring the famous kid YouTuber, comes out on the 16th. Between the Temples, a comedy film starring Jason Schwartzman, releases on the 23rd. And You Gotta Believe, the true story of a Little League team who played in the World Series Finals, comes out on the 30th. Quite a busy month with lots of new movies hitting theaters. Let me know in the comments which movies you plan to get out and see. Once again, that's it for me today, everyone. I will see you soon.